I found the most insane Stardew Valley fanfiction of all time. It's called Pisco Harvey, yes, that's right, Pisco, X Scared Reader. And however insane you think it is, double it. Why did you kill my friend? He reached for something behind the bed. It was an axe. I did this for you. And before we get into the video, I just want to be clear that I have nothing but love and admiration for this story and its author. Look, is it kind of cringy? Yes. Can it sometimes be hard to follow? Yes. But I genuinely love this story so much. I think everything they've written here is just chef's kiss. I reached out to the author a couple times, but I got zero response. So if they're seeing this and they want their name displayed, there'll be a pinned comment down below. Lastly, this story does have some light blood and gore throughout, so if that's not for you, this video might be a skip. With that all out of the way, it's time to sit back and enjoy the spooky tale of Pisco Harvey X Scared Reader. Well, these last few weeks I had in Stardew Valley has probably been the worst weeks of my entire life. All of the bachelors and bachelorettes have been missing. Everyone is scared and I had to rearrange my schedule to come by their house and comfort them. I have done some research about the missing people. Apparently, the only person that is not missing is Harvey. That gave me some suspicious thoughts about him and how he is the only bachelor left. We can't go pointing fingers at the person we think is suspicious though, so I'm left with some thoughts. Some of the villagers have been questioning Harvey as well. Caroline even said she's gonna check his clinic when she visits again. Who knows when that'll happen. I got a letter in my mailbox saying that I need to head by the clinic for a monthly checkup. I guess if Caroline can't get the chance to look around, then I will. I walked to the clinic. It was early fall. The crisp air filled my lungs and the nice, chilly weather made me feel good. I hate being a farmer at this time, but haters gonna hate. I opened the door of the clinic as Harvey awaited my arrival. "Hello, farmer. Come," Harvey said in a strange tone of voice. I got a good look at him and I was surprised. His hair looked all messy and uncombed, which was weird coming from him. His eyes had circles underneath, which indicated he did not get a ton of sleep. This was getting too creepy for me and I decided he was being suspicious enough. The room was dimly lit and Maru was not at her station. She was a local nurse who worked here. She was also Harvey's best friend and close companion. He wouldn't do anything to hurt her, right? I walked with Harvey into the nearby room. This room was also dimly lit. I couldn't even see the corners of the room. This was weird. "Hey Harvey," I asked, "why are the rooms so dark? This is getting weird." "Oh, I'm very sorry. I wanted to keep the rooms dark for the surprise." "What surprise?" "You will see," Harvey said with a chuckle at the end. Harvey walked over to the other side of the room, which I could not see. I decided to sit down on the bed that was in the middle. It was very dusty and made me sneeze. I looked over and Harvey came out with a bed. Not just any bed. This bed had red stains on it. These objects were round and obviously bleeding. I started to shake. My breath was increasing and Harvey could obviously tell. I knew what that was. It had to be them, my friends. "Harvey, what did you do?" I asked like a dumb idiot, and clear that it was obvious. "It's my surprise," Harvey said with a crazed grin. Harvey took the sheet off to reveal the heads of every bachelor and bachelorette, including Maru, that was in Stardew Valley. Their eyes were pale, soulless eyes. Their faces were also shocked. "Harvey, why did you kill my friends?" I screamed at him. "I did it for you, of course. I wanted you all to myself. Come, have a closer look," Harvey said with enthusiasm. I knew that if I didn't do what he says, I'm gonna end up below that sheet. Plus, I was too afraid to fight him myself. I left my sword and pack in the lobby like a dingus. I walked over there slowly, my hands and feet still shaking as I held myself and continued. On the bed, there was a message that said, "I love you," written in blood. The O was one of the eyeballs too, so that made me feel so much better. I started to tremble even more. My eyes were starting to water as I held my stomach. I felt as if I would throw up right there. "So, do you accept my feelings?" Harvey said in a not warming smile. I can't. This is wrong, I said, backing away. Harvey then fell into a silence. He watched me with those beady eyes. He then said, "What?" This was not a normal what. His voice sounded as if he had a mix of emotions with anger and disbelief. Harvey is a shy guy. A nervous guy, you could say. In all my years of knowing him, I never heard in his voice the anger and disbelief I saw there. I wondered if he was gonna snap soon. "Harvey, you know this isn't right! You have to stop!" I said, not meaning to raise my voice. Harvey looked at me, then chuckled. He reached for something behind the bed. It was an axe! The axe was covered in blood! He must have used it to kill them! Wow. Even after this, I did this for you! I did this for us! Harvey said. I backed up in fear. I did not have a weapon. He had the height advantage, and he had an axe. Even if he was weak, there was no chance of me getting out alive. He stepped towards me with the axe. Man, killing them was not so easy, you know. Alex was the hardest. He actually put up a fight. I had anger inside of me. How could he do this? He treated his patients as if they were his family. They even called him Uncle Doctor. No one has ever called him that. This was not the Harvey I knew. I couldn't stop myself. I ran towards him and slapped him as hard as I could and kicked him to the ground. I knew I had about 10 seconds to run. I ran towards the exit, but Harvey did not follow. He just laid there on the floor. I knew I was crazy, but I looked at him. His eyes were pale, and I thought he was dead. Then something changed. The atmosphere was not as thick, and the room lit up. Harvey's pupils started to act up and he started to shake. Then the wizard appeared right by me. "Oh ho ho, sorry I'm late. I knew I sensed some cursed magic in the area. Stupid witch." The wizard said. Harvey then stopped shaking and looked around. He first looked at the bed, which had blood stains, and then shrieked. What happened?" Harvey screamed. He looked beside himself and saw the axe in his hand. He then looked at the wizard and then me. His eyes went back and forth until he got the idea. "Wait, did I?" Harvey asked. He did not need to finish his sentence. Me and the wizard both shook our heads. No, I couldn't have. I would never," Harvey stammered. "It was not your fault. It was a witch. She cast a spell on you that made your inner thoughts, or in fact, inner actions become a reality. To put it in short, you lost total common sense." You mean to tell me that people have been going missing for months, and Harvey has been under the control of the witch this entire time, and the wizard just didn't notice? They literally live like a mile away from each other. I started to think myself, oh, so it was not Harvey's fault. He wouldn't have done this. Why would he? Oh, I then finally knew what he was talking about by the words, "I love you," written in the bed. I feel like he was kind of clear on that. He loved me, and I yelled at him. And he killed 12 people. I needed to apologize. Too late. Harvey was sitting against the wall, stammering to himself. He was shaking. His pulse was rising, and he had tears in his eyes. I knew I had about 10 seconds before he would go into a full-on bawl. I sat right beside him and put my arm around him in an attempt to comfort him. He only said 2 words before he started to bawl. "I'm sorry." And that was the ghoulish tale of Pisco Harvey X Scared Reader. It had twists, it had turns, and it even had love, I guess. Sure. I know this was a little different than my normal style of content, so let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. And if you like this, maybe I'll make some more videos like this. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. But you're really trying to tell me that the wizard had no idea that Harvey was under a spell for an entire year?